Hello friends, welcome to the video. In this video I am going to talk about one of the very important topic of the IIT JEE preparation, and that is the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation and inequation. फर्स्टली आई एम गोइंग टू यहाँ पे हमको ज़रूरत पड़ेगी नंबर्स की. तो नंबर्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स. So first number is the real number, and second is complex number. Complex number are basically in the term of iota, like z equals to a plus iota b, where iota is equals to under root minus 1 and a comma b are real number. Now dividing the real number, we denote the real number by r, complex number by z. Now dividing the real number, we will get, first one is the rational number, and second one is the irrational number. Rational number is denoted by q somewhere, or irrational number is the q dash. So what is the rational number? A number which can be expressed in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0. That is called rational number. Irrational number, if we will talk about irrational number, then it is non-terminating and non-recurring. For example, pi, epsilon, under root 2, under root 3, and all. Now we will Divide the rational number into two parts. First one is the integer and the second one is the fraction. If we will talk about fraction, then it will have two forms. First one is terminating, second one is non-terminating. And talking to integer, it is denoted as I. If we will divide it, then it will be in three parts: negative, integer, zero, positive, integer. It is denoted as I minus, it is denoted as I plus. Now combining 0 and the positive integer, we term it as whole number. It is denoted by W. And this only positive integer is known as natural number. So up to here I think we will not have any problem. So natural number is generally denoted as n, whole number is as W, integer is as I, fraction is two types: terminating and non-terminating. Terminating can be 1 by 2, 3 by 8 and all. Non-terminating we will have 22 by 7 and so to here we will have a very wide knowledge of number system. So let's introduce a question here for the clarity of the knowledge. Just a test type of question it is. Like question is, if x is 1.93 where 3 has a bar, what is the value of x in the form of fraction? So here we can say if I will multiply it by 10, then 10x equals to 19.3 decimal. If I will multiply it by 100, it will be 193.3 cover. Now subtracting 2 minus 1, we will have 90x equals to 174. The recurring over the 3 will be vanished because both in 2 and 1 there is 0.3 per recurring, so it will be coming out as 174 by 90. We can simplify it as well, but there is no need of that. Now coming to the next question, if x is 0.72 bar is on whole 7 and 2, then how to calculate it? Then we will multiply it by 100x and we will have 72.72 bar. Now subtracting 2 minus 1, we will have 99x equals to 72, x equals to 72 by 99. So I think up to here there will be no problem. Now coming to the another concept, and that is what is function. So what is function? If y is equals to, as we know, we write it like that, fx, where x is the independent variable while y is the dependent variable. Then function is defined as a relation is a function if we get one output for single input. Means we will give a single input to the any relation, then it will be function if it will give you just a single output. In other words, for unique value of x, we get one and only one value of y. Example. For example, we can say that y equals to x square. y equals to x square is your function, because for any value of x we will get a single output y. So if we will look at x square plus y square equals to 1, then it is not a function. You can see this concept by the help of graph also. Here graphical representation of function, like there is a line x-axis and y-axis, there is a function. As we draw a line x equals to k, k1, x equals to k2, x equals to k3, x equals to k. This is a function. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. This function, for each and every value of x, there is a single value of y, so it is a function. But if we will take a circle, then for every x there is two value of y, not a function. So I hope up to here there will be no query to you. If any query there, you can comment. So now coming to the for your better convenience, I am introducing one more type of function relation. Like if this is y-axis, this is the x-axis, there is a relation which moves like this. Then for x equals to k, there will be two values of y, and it will be not a function. We have to look it carefully whether it is a function or not. Now coming to the next concept, that is the domain. So we can define the domain as value of x for which y is defined. Value of x for which y is defined, that is real. For example, y equals to under root x minus 2. Here x minus 2 will be greater than equals to 0. or x is greater than equals to 2. Now y equals to 1 by x minus 1. Their domain is x greater than 2. Here domain will be x belongs to r minus 1. So here 1 will be not included in the domain, because if we will put the value of x as 1, then the y will be infinite. That is why the domain will be r minus 1. Coming to the next concept, that is range. So the range is values of y in respective domain. Whatever the value of y is there in the respective domain, that is known as the range. To calculate range, we have to perform certain steps. First step is to express x in terms of y. Replace x by y and y by x. Now step 3 is domain of new function will be range of old function. For example, y equals to 1 by x minus 2. Now express x in terms of y. So from here x minus 2 equals to 1 by y, x equals to 2 plus 1 by y. Now change x by y, y by x. Sorry. Take 1 y equals to 2 plus 1 by x. Step 2. So domain of new function will be the range of outcomes. Domain of new function is r minus 0. The range to r belongs to r minus 0. That is much very easier. I hope up to here there will be no problem. Now coming to the polynomial. Sorry. Polynomial. Polynomial is the expression of the following type: n of h to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 a2 x to the power n minus 2 dot 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 a. This is known as the polynomial, where n of a1 a2 dot 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 an belongs to r. If a naught is not equals to 0, the degree of polynomial equals to n. It will be of n degree polynomial because the first term is not 0. If first term will be 0, then the degree will decrease. So we better take it as non-zero, so that polynomial degree will be n. For example, s cube plus x square plus x plus 1. This is the polynomial of degree 3. X to the power minus 1 plus x square plus 1. Not polynomial, because here power is negative. So n should not be less than 0, n or n minus 1, or any power of the corresponding term should not be less than 0, or in fraction. There are some of the polynomials that are described in the further video, and that is the constant polynomial. Degree of such polynomial will be 0. Like fx equals to k, where k belongs to R. Fx equals to k raised to the power 0. Here degree is 0. 0 polynomial. Next one is 0 polynomial. In this case, degree is not defined. Degree is not defined. Right? Fx equals to 0. This 0 polynomial. We can write it like that. 0 to x to the power 4 myself. You can write it like that. So the degree is not defined in this case. So today I am ending this video. Up to this, I hope you have gotten some idea about the quadratic. We will talk about the remainder theorem in the further video. Here I will talk about remainder theorem and some of the very interesting questions that are very common in the examination. So until that, very goodbye, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you.